What's up, guys? The Allfather here, bringing you our next war recap. We just completed the war against Pain Anarchy, a pretty decent, seemed well organized level 5 clan. And we weren't on our game, obviously, just didn't have the 3-star attacks we needed, came close, had a lot of 99%ers and those kind of things that just hurt us, and some gaps in our war system that are going to be ironed out, but we will get into that offline and come back stronger the next time. But did have a few good attacks here, and we'll take a look at those, take a look at the war results. As you can see, they had 2 more 3-star attacks than us. We had some issues with people not attacking. Those are being dealt with, but definitely want to recognize the people who did do a good job and did have some 3-star attacks. A lot of them were Town Hall 9 hit downs, so we're not going to show those, but we will start with Abraham. He is the Town Hall 8. Bringing the hog attack here against base number 13, Zach G. And we're going to see Abraham's sort of prototypical surgical hogs here. Drops 4 hogs there to get a lure done and get 1 point defense out of the way. And it's nice when those builders are on the corner because there's a nice open space there to drag the clan castle troops out to. You don't want to be dragging them to a place where there's other buildings, because then your wizards and your other troops, as you know, lock onto those instead of onto the troops, and you want to make sure that they're focused on the clan castle troops only and not getting distracted with other things. But then he just brings a sprinkling of hogs here, surgical deployment, 3 to 4 on each point defense on the outside, and he just kind of comes at it from 2 different sides of the base. And because of that deployment, they work their way towards the middle, where he drops the majority of his heals to keep the bulk of his hogs alive there. So good job there. Nice poison spell there as the skeleton traps are starting to follow the hog pack. He takes care of those, and those are gone. And perfect placement on that last heal spell, as these covers the giant bomb location and the approach to the final defenses. There's a Tesla remaining on the bottom side there. But the hogs have been in the heal the whole time, and so they're back to full health, easily taking out that last remaining defense. And from there, he's got the Barbarian King on Barbarian King action up at the top, which works out good to have him fighting them instead of the hogs, and ends up being a pretty easy 3-star attack. So nice job there. Like watching those hog attacks, tend to be pretty successful from Abraham, and when they're done well, they look nice. And Darth here, 3-star attack against number 14, Bella Diva, and a lot of nice things with this attack. Obviously, that clan castle is very easily lurable, not difficult, so that's a help. He goes ahead and throws a barbarian out here. What I would suggest is bring at least 1 archer, and just bring an archer that can stay out of the range of that archer tower. You see how that barbarian got gunned down? If you bring an archer, they can anchor out of range and the whole time, and it'll only take 1 troop to bring the clan castle pretty much all the way over. He goes without the witches. He uses the barbarian wizard clan castle kill, 2 or 3 wizards, and you just keep sprinkling those barbarians in front of the dragon to distract. And just takes a couple shots from wizards to take the balloon down. You're going to lose a wizard or 2, but that's fine. So does a good job there with the lure kill. Down here we have Barbarian King on Barbarian King action, so that's good. Goes ahead and just takes out some of the major threats to the attack right off the get-go. Scout hogs, amazing. I wonder where that idea came from, but good job there, sending just 1 hog at a time just to make sure, because there could be a potential giant bomb there, and there was. So he sends a scout hog followed by the remainder of them. And then they all clump up and are working together, so keeps them healed the whole time. The whole pack's in them, so that's great job there. Little giant bomb there down at the bottom, but it's a level 2. Gets a heal spell going right away as they approach the next defense, and saves his clan castle hogs for the backside. And I really like that, because if any of them are going to stay alive, you want those max clan castle hogs to stay alive. So he kind of lets his own hogs go through and trip some of the bombs and trip some of the other traps, and then leaves the reinforcement max health point, clan castle hogs for the backside. So thought that was really good. A lot of good elements to that attack, and all defenses are gone. and pretty easy 3-star attack. So very good deployment, lots of good elements to that, and nice job there, Darth. Moving on to this Town Hall 8 against number 16 Elite Zebra by Awesome Sauce. Single hog gets the clan castle lured. And then it's going to drag him down to the bottom. You always want to try to get your clan castle lure done in the area where you're going to send the main kill squad of your attack. So you don't want to try to lure and kill on one side of the screen and attack on the other, because then you don't have anything to protect those kill squad troops. Uses the barbarian, witch, wizard, clan castle killer, and then right as those things are about to go down, we see golem on one side, golem on the other. And they do kind of target similar buildings, but they do stay nice and spread out there. And so that provides a lot of cover for the witches and the wizards there. A lot of things distracting the defenses. All those point defenses on the bottom are being distracted by those golems. And it's just going to let things kind of work their way through the base and start taking out defenses. Now the backside hogs come in at about a 90-degree angle from the initial GoWiHo squad. Keep those heal spells on the potential giant bomb spots. You see one tripped there. The hogs were healed the whole time, so they stay alive. And then the other potential giant bomb spots are in the core. And so the third heal spell goes down there. And they just continue to work through the base. Now all the heal spells are gone. There's quite a few defenses left. So this, maybe not the best deployment, or might have been some better ways to do it, but that poison spell there, there must have been some skellies at some point or something I didn't see. But the hogs get all but that cannon down. And there's still a golem alive. And now that golem is taking the hits and the attention from that last cannon, while we have the Barbarian King and about 4 wizards working their way around. So the hogs did not take care of all the defenses, which would have been ideal. But fortunately, there's 2 nice sized tanks left going around with a level 10 Barbarian King, and that golem just still soaking up all the attention of the last cannon while the BK and the wizards work their way around. And so it ends up working out. Maybe not the cleanest, but still gets the job done. So nice job there on that attack by Awesome Sauce. Slacker now, bringing the hogs against number 18. Everybody's getting excited about football there, so you see all those NFL teams popping up. But good job there with that hog. He's sending one scout hog in, trips the giant bomb, trips the other giant bomb at the top, and gets the lure. So very efficient use. Used 2 or 3 hogs there, and gets a lot accomplished, gets a lot of the danger out of the way. The only remaining spot where there could be a giant bomb now is down, I believe, towards that air sweeper. So as long as that spot's pre-healed, should go okay. And assuming it did, since this is a 3-star replay. But it doesn't look like he brings the witches, so he takes care of it himself with the barbarians, Barbarian King, and wizards. And then 2-finger drop from the top. And he's already taken care of 2 of the giant bombs and pretty much know where a 3rd one is, so I don't know if he sent a scout hog. It didn't really look like it, but it was pretty safe to not worry about that. And again, the hogs work together. They stay pretty much in one pack, which is nice. Now that is a nice poison spell because those skeletons run right into it. Giant bomb right where we would expect it to be, and heals waiting for it. So just a ton of hogs working their way around still. They're standing in heals, approaching the Barbarian King. Tesla's on the outside, a little bit of a distraction, but not much, and all the defenses are about to go down. He goes ahead and heals them up right there so that they're at full strength going at that last defense. And so again, we're seeing a lot of good hog raids. Sometimes we see a lot of failed hog raids, but hogs are pretty much a really nice option for Town Hall 8. Not every base, but a lot of bases that can't be beat with other means can be beat pretty powerfully with the hogs. So good job there, Slacker, bring that hog attack. Good deployment and well done. And Baseball Boss here is on the right side of the replays this time. He's not on the biggest fail side of the replays, but he's just bringing a straight up Dragoon, 105 style with a 5 CC Loons, and he's going right at the air sweeper, which sometimes you don't like that, but the nice thing is that clan castle is right there, and so he gets the clan castle out and dealt with before he's in range of the air defenses. So that tends to be a good thing. You tend to, if you can deal with them outside there, then they're not being distracted while they're getting hammered by the air defenses. That rage spell was a little outside the radius of his dragons, unfortunately, and that makes this probably a little more exciting than it needs to be. If he'd have put that back about 1 to 2 tiles, they would have been in there and gotten into the air defenses a lot quicker. He goes ahead and keeps that heal on the balloons. They soak up a lot of the air traps, seeking air mines, air bombs, and he only ends up taking out 2 of the air defenses. And usually this spells disaster, but he's still got 4 dragons going around the top side, 1 on the bottom, and 1 rage spell in the bag, plus his Barbarian King. And saving that Barbarian King on the backside ends up being the thing that saves this raid. He drops him there, he's soaking up the attention of the Archer Tower and the Tesla. So instead of firing on his dragons, they're concentrated on the BK. Goes ahead and activates the BK's ability. Now they're working together with the dragons. Goes ahead and takes out those buildings right there really quickly and gets his dragons pathing the right direction. Now drops that rage spell. Have no idea why he dropped that there. Again, that thing needed to be about 3 or 4 tiles up to the northeast so that those dragons would have been in it a lot quicker. So got away with a lot of mistakes, but this dragon there gets one of them finally in the rage, takes out that last air defense, and ends up with 2 dragons left. Finally, when that last air defense goes down, it's just enough. Sometimes a little luck goes a long way in these attacks too. And he did end up getting lucky even despite 2 misplaced rage spells. So ends up working out for him, and nice job there on a base that is well set up for a 105 Dragoon with rage and heal or all rage. So that was a good choice to bring there. And Baseball Boss with his second 3-star attack here. It's just going to bring a hog attack. Only level 3 hogs, but it is a lower level base. Goes ahead and sends a few in there to get the lure done. Would rather see them more concentrated at one of the wizard towers, try to take one out while you're getting the lure accomplished, but that's all right. And again, you see that barbarian up there anchoring. Strongly suggests the archer, because the archer is going to stand back further, and it's going to keep that dragon farther away from the other potential defenses, which in this case is the Barbarian King. Does a good job recognizing that the BK needs to be dealt with and drops his own in there right away. And once that's dealt with, he's just got to go ahead and drop his hogs. Hey, look, he learned something last time, so it's good. It's 2 scout hogs, make sure that we're not running over giant bombs, and then a 2-finger drop. So despite being called out the last time in the war video, you live, you learn, and you don't make that mistake again. So that is an excellent job. Would like to see the heal spells a little quicker here. But most of the hogs are getting flipped, not killed, so I kind of understand not doing it. Still a lot of green, but they're starting to die off here, so that heal spell really needs to go down right about now. And I still don't see it. There's still 3 left, and we're losing too many hogs. So way late on the heal spells. Didn't even get those bottom 2 into it. So definitely got to work on that spell placement. He had about 5 hogs left. Well, there's probably more than that, but there's probably 8 hogs left somewhere in there. It's hard to count hogs sometimes. Second heal spell goes down there. And I'm not even sure I think he uses the 3rd heal spell, but defenses are gone by the time he does, but we'll see. Most of the hogs were flipped though, not killed. There's a giant bomb at the bottom that got something. But he's still got about 6 or 7 hogs left. Ton of wizards, his 2 witches on the top side, and his Barbarian King. So still more than enough to get the job done, but again, quicker on the heal spells. Yeah, so he used the last one in the core where there was no danger of a giant bomb. So definitely want to use those heal spells earlier with the hogs, and just to be safe. But got it done, so that was a nice job there. And that's a Town Hall 7, so we don't need to see that. There's nothing impressive about 3-starring a Town Hall 7. So that's it for the 3-star attacks, unfortunately, by Town Hall 8s. That's kind of what hurt us during this war, is our Town Hall 8s just had kind of a tough run of luck, and we'll come back and get them next time. So that's it for this war recap. Until next time, the Allfather signing out.